We've been following the story of a Salt Lake City man who...
We have another guest here in studio. I've been watching a little project that's been going on Facebook.
Really exciting project, Ryan's Penny.
Ryan Davis is a guy in Salt Lake who had a penny and turned it into a car.
My name is Ryan Davis. The Ryan's Penny Project is basically my online rendition of the bigger and better trading concept.
We've been following the story of a Salt Lake City man who began his journey last September to see what people would trade him for a penny.
He wants donations to go old school. So instead of writing a check, people could barter goods and services like they did during the last Great Depression when times were lean.
So basically all I did was put a penny on Facebook, and I asked my friends who would trade me something bigger and better for this penny.
Well, I first met Ryan when he called one day to tell me that he had found a penny, and that penny had grown into trading up to a truck.
I realized that there was a concept building, and I'm not the kind of person who takes advantage of other people's willingness. And suddenly when I had thousands of people supporting my efforts and helping my cause, I wanted to make sure that they knew that whatever I was going to trade up to wasn't going to go to me. And I realized early on that it was going to go to a cause much more bigger and better than even myself. Well, my oldest daughter, McKenna, when she was young, we had kind of a scare. She had an epileptic seizure right after her one-year birthday. And I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was one of the most terrifying days of my entire life. When we got up there to the hospital, we realized it was much worse than we thought it was. They actually put her in a medically induced coma, and it took her 2 or 3 days to come out of it, but when she did, it was almost like a rebirth. That's why I credit Primary Children's for saving my daughter's life. And that's why I always wanted my first penny to go to Primary Children's. It took me 14 trades to turn a penny into a Dodge truck. I traded a penny for a Lego figurine. I traded a limited edition Lego figurine for an Incredible Hulk action figure. I traded that for a Princess Bride DVD. I traded a Princess Bride DVD for a Cinemark gift card. I traded that for an online certificate to a tutu boutique. I traded that for 2 Soldier Hollow ski passes. I traded the ski passes for voiceover coaching with Maria Thurmond. I traded that for a couple of laptops and some video games. I traded the laptops for a Kramer guitar and a Fender amp. I traded those 2 for a Trek bike, a road bike. I traded that bike for an 18-foot flatbed trailer. I traded that trailer for a 1994 Ford Escort. I traded that car for a hideous-looking boat. And I traded that boat for a 1998 Dodge Ram truck. And eventually that $5,000 Dodge Ram truck turned into a $5,000 donation to Primary Children's Hospital here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Charity is usually done by unsung heroes like people like Ryan who want to make a difference and find a way to do it.
I think charity has a huge impact on the community. It helps people kind of get out of their own element, and people will start going out of their way to help other people. And it definitely, it helps bring communities closer.
It's important to give back and be supportive of those other people that are trying to give back to the community, and it really builds a sense of togetherness and support system within a community.
The fact that I started with something so minimal and then I turned it into something absolutely amazing with the help of my friends. People from all over the world even that wanted to be a part of something even bigger and better than themselves. And that was where I found my inspiration. It was suddenly thousands of people supporting my efforts and helping my cause. The Ryan's Pennies Foundation is expected to start with 5 more pennies in the next couple of months. And what we're going to do is dedicate 5 of those pennies to 5 local organizations, and then whatever they turn into, whatever that penny ends up being, will then be donated to the charity that it was dedicated on behalf of. Well, people can help most by spreading the word. The more people who know about the Ryan's Pennies Foundation, the more successful it will be. So we hope that people will visit ryanspennies.org, where they can also link over to our social networking there. They can follow each penny step by step as it grows. They can submit trade offers, donate to the cause, and just support the effort of trading up for a better world.
On September 30th, 2010, I embarked on a one-year journey that was intended to satisfy my curiosity. But as my bartering venture progressed, I started to realize something that I hadn't considered before. You see, suddenly I was surrounded by hundreds of people who were supporting my efforts and participating in my cause. Some of them were complete strangers from places as far away as China, the UK, Canada, and South America. But even though some of us were oceans apart, we all came together with the same interest in being a part of something even bigger and better than ourselves. That was the key to my inspiration. I knew right away that this powerful concept needed to be harnessed and directed towards something far more important than any materialistic goal. So I started to imagine the impact that this idea could have. What if there were hundreds of pennies traded on behalf of hundreds of worthy causes from all over the world? Now I know that sounds like a far-fetched dream, but that's kind of my point. We've all just witnessed the true value of a penny beyond just one American cent. Several months ago I was quoted in a newspaper by saying, "To me, a penny is worth a dream." Since then that belief has only grown stronger, and apparently I'm not the only one who dreams of a better world.